first way, and probably the easiest way to get a ship, is you just land on a planet. Like I landed on this particular planet. I was doing some surveying, and I saw a ship land in the distance, so I started heading over there. Now, it took me a while to climb over these mountains, and if you turn on your scanner, it'll show you where the ship landed. It'll show landing site. I figured the ship was probably gone at this point, because it took me so long to climb the mountain. But to my surprise, it was still there. Now, I've had ships take off while I'm fighting with the guys walking around outside of it. So, the best option, I think, is to try to sneak onto the ship as fast as possible. I have gotten on ships and had them take off after I've boarded it, but at that point I was already on there, so it was fine. So I saw these guys here on the right side of the ship, so I went around the left, and fortunately, it just so happens that the ramp is on the left. Now this is a nicer ship than I normally board, and the door was actually locked, but I had just upgraded my lock picking, so I was able to get into it. Most of the ships that I've boarded this way, you just run straight on in and go through the door. It's not a problem. But this is I think this is a Class B ship, and I have my piloting license where I can fly all classes. I think if you're on a lower level planet or moon, then it'll be lower level ships that land there. And once you board the ship, you want to make sure you kill everybody on board before you can take control of the ship. And some of these ships, bigger ones like this one, is like a maze. So I kind of have to wander around and make sure that I find everybody that's on there. I also steal absolutely everything because I sell it all for money. And this is a pretty big ship. I was looking through the portholes to see if I could see the guys walking around out there, because I've also been on ships before and had the guys that are outside board the ship and come in behind me. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this ship. It's a little too nice for somebody like me. Selling the ships usually isn't worth it in my experience, because once you steal a ship, you have to register it. And a lot of times registering it is almost the same price as what you can sell it for, unless there's something I don't know. So usually by stealing a ship, then registering it and selling it, because you do have to register it before you can make changes to it or sell it. And usually at that point that only leaves me with about 1,000 or 2,000 credits profit. Now no one was on the ship, so I was able to board or get in the pilot seat. Once you get in the pilot seat, all you have to do is take off and the ship is yours. I'm taking a look at it here. Yeah, this is a Class B ship. This can hold almost 4,000 cargo. But it's not too much on weapons, so I guess this is just like some kind of cargo hauler. I've never seen one like this before. Now once you take off with the ship, it changes it to your home ship, and any crew that you had on your other ship or cargo get transferred onto this. I believe if you had more crew on your other ship than can fit on this one, that it's supposed to unassign them, but in the past, for me, it has erased them. Now this is the other method. For this you need to make sure that you have, in the tech skills, make sure you have your targeting control systems rank 1. All you need is rank 1. You have to have that in order to board a ship in space. And a quick way to find them is to pick up these Destroy Crimson Fleet missions at any of the mission control boards. Then you just follow the mission wherever it is. And then in the case 6 of these when it dropped me right into battle. Now here you see there were 3 enemies. You can only board the last enemy. So I had to take out the first 2 before I could even attempt to board the last one. You see the top bar is the shield bar, the bottom one is their hull. So you have to take out the shields first. Energy weapons are best for that, or if you're trying to blow the ship up, missiles are good also. I was firing some missiles here. Now I skipped ahead where I've blown up the first 2 ships. This is the last one. To take out the shield, I'm using my energy weapon because it will not hurt the hull at this point. It'll only remove the shield. The shield is removed at this point, so once you're close enough, you hit X if you're on Xbox. Go into targeting mode. Then I targeted the engines and fired on them until the engine bar was empty, and hold down X to dock. And it's pretty much easy from this point. Go ahead and board the ship. Now one thing you do need to know that happens a lot in these instances when you're boarding enemy ships, using pirates or the Crimson Fleet or anything like that, they will usually have illegal cargo on here. So you have to look around, and it won't be in the cargo hold, it'll just be sitting around. So you have to make sure you watch. There it is right there, some harvested organs. I've found them in many different places on the ship. If you don't get those and get rid of them, then when you get scanned by a planet, they'll arrest you.
I'm not taking our ship.
You have to make sure you find those. And then just like the other method, you have to make sure you've killed everybody on board.
Looks like I've still got it.
And he's the last one, so it's going to pop up here in the upper left to tell me to take over the ship or leave the ship. Now at this point, I always go through, make sure there's no more contraband or any kind of illegal cargo. If it is, I grab it. And I also take everything off the bodies because I sell everything. This is a pretty small ship. I really don't have any use for this ship at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and take it for demonstration purposes, and I'll end up selling it. Sometimes if you don't sell a ship, you can just completely go into the ship builder and strip it down and build a brand new ship. Now you can, like these illegal harvested organs I have, I could jettison them off the ship, but instead I usually go sell them. You have to find a place that won't scan your ship as you enter orbit. And my favorite place, you always check the cargo hold, and there's a captain's safe. You always check both of those. And then as I was saying, my favorite place to get rid of the things is the wolf's den. I'll show you here where that's at. So I'm taking the ship now. I'm going to undock it from my other ship. And I don't lose my other ship, it just goes, I don't know where it goes, but I can go to any ship technician in any of the cities and switch over to that ship. So this is a small ship. It's not a bad ship if you're starting out in the game. It's not terrible. So I got it busted up, it's almost blown up. So I'm going to head over to the Wolf's Den. It is the system right here between Sol and Alpha Centauri, with Narian over there on the right. Small solar system. You go in, this planet on the left has the Wolf's Den. It's a space station that is orbiting the planet. This thing was slow to hit light speed also. And I always hail them. I don't know if you have to or
Welcome
not,
to the deck.
but I always
If
do.
you have business,
And then you just have to fly in close enough until it tells you to hold X to dock. And in here, there's a guy that will buy anything. It doesn't matter if it's stolen or if it's contraband. He'll buy it. There's a technician in here that will repair ships, and he'll let you switch your home ship here. You can't sell ships here, but that doesn't matter. I can go somewhere else and do that. Alright, so I dock to the station. And I always repair this. I haven't tried selling one that wasn't repaired. I don't know if you can. I don't know if it would affect the price or not, but I always just get it repaired before selling it. Repair it, register it, and like I said, it'll only give me about $1,000 profit after that.
Anything I can... Hey,
But
what can I
sometimes
do for you?
something's better than nothing.
Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new. Sure.
And then
How about
before
it?
I forget, I like to go ahead and switch right back to my my favorite ship here that I have. See, I registered it for 8,300, and I can only sell it for 9,900. So I'll switch back to my ship so that I don't forget later and end up getting in a fight and realize I'm in the crappier ship. And right around the corner is this guy Marcel,
Good
and
to
he'll
see
buy
you.
anything.
You won't
First thing
find
you
a
want to do
better
is make
offer on the
sure you
station.
get rid of the contraband, which it will put in your miscellaneous folder. There it is with the yellow right beside it. Stolen things will have a red marker next to it. So I empty that, and then I go ahead and empty all the armor and guns and any other crap that I picked up. And there you go. That's how you can take a ship. That's two of the easiest ways. It might be the only two ways, I'm not sure. But go ahead and try them. That's a lot of fun.